What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Hope everybody had a wonderful day, man. So, not gonna lie, I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I got a call and I was mad. So I had to redo this video, bro. So today's video, the history of marriage. I felt like this would be very important because a lot of marriages are ending in divorces nowadays. Supposedly, 70% of Americans nowadays are ending in divorce. But I think it's very important to understand the origins of marriage. I feel like it's like, as people nowadays, I want to be honest with y'all. Y'all are very sensitive people, bro. Definitely in America. We can't talk about anything. We can't disagree about anything without somebody trying to be right. And it doesn't really matter who's right or wrong. In this channel, it really doesn't matter who's right and wrong. Though I'm speaking the truth, though I know I'm right, I don't expect y'all to believe what I believe in. I don't expect nobody to. I respect anybody's beliefs unless it's really wicked, unless it really goes against my principles. But at the end of the day, I'm going to respect y'all. I'm going to respect anybody that comes to this channel. And because people don't know me and assume they know me, it's just like fucking beyond my imagination sometimes, because it's like, yo, you don't even know me personally. You haven't even got to know me. You haven't talked to me. You haven't even came with me with respect. You came with me with disrespect. So why would I respect some people or even give you attention? Why would I give you attention when you don't even know my own intentions? You don't even know who I am. So perspective is very important, guys. I want y'all to really have like a key eye perspective, because people that are quick to act are the ones that usually they don't have relationships that working out. The ones that are quick to act are the ones that don't have relationships working out, or things are not working out because they're such in a hurry, bro. And nowadays, like, people want to get married or have kids or this and that. But at the same time, you gotta understand, like, we all humans, bro. We all have to, like, really, the world is getting messed up right now. And right now for humans, bro, we all just trying to figure out what to do. That's literally what it is. It's a great reset. We all have our own beliefs. We have our own system. But the thing is, for my goal in this channel is to get people back to God. That's literally it. My goal is to get people back to God. My goal is not to convince, but to understand the principles of marriage, to understand the principles of logic, to understand why we think the way we think. I guess that's the whole point. It's just to understand more than what we understand, if that makes sense. Anyways, we're gonna get to the video. I'm gonna get my inputs on it. I have a lot to say on this video. I'm not gonna cat with y'all. So if I pause a lot, I'm sorry. So let's keep this going.
There have been many different things written and said about marriage, from the sweetly inspirational to the hilariously cynical. But what many of them have in common is that they sound like they express a universal and timeless truth, when in fact, nearly everything about marriage, from its main purpose to the kinds of relationships it covers to the rights and responsibilities involved, has varied greatly between different eras, cultures, and social classes. So let's take a quick look at the evolution of marriage. Pair bonding and raising children is as old as humanity itself.
For real.
With the rise of sedentary agricultural societies about 10,000 years ago, marriage was also a way of securing rights to land and property by designating children born under certain circumstances as rightful heirs.
Did y'all hear that though? Like, off the rip, they already told y'all what marriage was supposed to be. Nowadays in our society, we expect love to be love to be the main thing. And yeah, it does have to have like you're supposed to have some type of feeling and compassion. Like, you're supposed to have something for that person. I'm not gonna lie with you, because if I'm not feeling you, I'm not feeling you. But the original mindset of marriage was to branch off, to keep the legacy, to keep building, to keep growing, to keep financials going, it's the whole point of to build something. That's how I see it. The whole point was to build something. It was financial things. It was a business. That's what marriage was. It was a business. So the fact that people back in the day would match each other just so they can increase their value, increase their property, and then the heirs inherit that to increase the value too, that was the point of marriage. Nowadays, when we get married, people are doing it for the wrong reasons, bro. They're doing it because they feel like they fall in love, or they're doing it where it's like people doing it for the wrong reasons. And I understand like money isn't everything, bro. You have to understand money isn't everything. Definitely when it comes to a marriage, bro. When it comes to a marriage, bro, money isn't everything, but it is a requirement, because you have to understand, like, why would you get married if you have nothing to bring to the table, when you have nothing to offer to the table? So marriage is a business. You have to be ready to be married. Same thing where it's like you trying to date, or you trying to get with somebody. A lot of people are jumping into relationships, or in the same time where it's like a lot of people are nowadays like sleeping around more than ever, not understanding like, yo, like y'all are bonding with these people and sleeping with these people, and at the same time not understanding like, yo, like, where's the growth at? Where's the build at? Like, what are you bringing to the table for this person? What is that person bringing to the table for this person? So nowadays, it's a quick fix. Like, everything is so quick nowadays. Nowadays, everything is like not for long term. But marriage, bro, in your mindset, you have to understand marriage was for long term. It was for supposed to building your next legacy. It was supposed to build for your next future, basically. It's supposed to branch off. But now they're so easy to separate people. It's so easy to like divorce. It's so easy to like leave. It's so easy to like manipulate. It's so easy to like control it. And it's crazy to me because I see marriage different than what other people see marriage in. In my opinion, I see marriage different than other people. But I want to hear a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get my little inputs into it too. So let's keep this going.
Societies became larger and more complex. Marriage became not just a matter between individuals and families, but also an official institution governed by religious and civil authorities. And it was already well established by 2100 BC, when the earliest surviving written laws in the Mesopotamian Code of Ur-Nammu provided many specifics governing marriage, from punishments for adultery to the legal status of children born to slaves. Many ancient civilizations...
So they took marriage very seriously back in the day. You couldn't even cheat back in the day. Like I'm biblical, so I'm not gonna go into all the Bible details and stuff like that. But how I see it, they took marriage very seriously compared to what women and men take the marriage very seriously. They don't take marriage very seriously when they get into the marriage, bro. They don't. They don't have the right mindset when they get into the marriage, bro. They don't have the right mindset. Like, you have to understand, like, when you marry that person, understand you're supposed to be 100% complete in your own way. I'm not saying you're gonna be perfect. I'm saying you okay with yourself. Like, you love yourself. You appreciate yourself. You are ready to have something to grow off of. The whole point of marriage was to grow with each other. The whole point of marriage was to build a legacy, to have children, to have something for the next generation. That's what it was for. It was to branch off. So I'm gonna keep this going. I think this is crazy though. This is very interesting.
Form of multiple simultaneous marriage. And even today, less than a quarter of the world's hundreds of different cultures prohibit it. But just because something was allowed doesn't mean it was always possible. Demographic realities, as well as the link between marriage and wealth, meant that even though rulers and elites in ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Israel had multiple concubines or wives, most commoners could only afford one or two, tending towards monogamy in practice. In other places,
this is where, oh my gosh, I'm glad the video brought this up, because I really wanted to talk about this, but I wasn't going to talk about it unless they brought it up. The thing is, a lot of men nowadays, I want y'all to understand, this is for the men. The only way you're supposed to have multiple wives, the only way is if you are financially capable of literally taking care of that other woman. You cannot dismiss that one woman just for another woman. That's not how it works, bro. You can't just divorce and no. You're supposed to keep that wife, and then the other wife that you're supposed to have, she's supposed to branch off of what she's supposed to increase the value. When a man married multiple women, y'all gotta understand, bro, it's supposed to have a reason. It's not for sex, bro. That is not the main reason. That is not righteous. It's supposed to be building something. I'm telling y'all, it's a business, bro. So The only way you're supposed to be dealing with multiple women, bro, if you are in the right mindset and you able financially to take care of that next woman, bro. That's the only way you're supposed to be doing it. But it literally told y'all, a lot of the common men can only deal with one or two women. Like, they can't have multiple wives. They ain't had money like that. But in our generation now, what we call that is different than what we call it back in the day. Because nowadays it's corrupted. It's not the way it's supposed to be. It's so many, like I said, there's so many layers to it. But in a way, we already are doing that. We are already having multiple wives. Men are already having multiple wives when it comes to baby mamas, bro. If you have a child with other women, bro, like different type of women, bro, those are your wives still. Do y'all not realize that? Even though she's dealing with another man, she's not supposed to be doing that. This is where the wickedness comes from, because there's so many type of layers. Even though she's dealing with another man when she's not supposed to be doing that, you're supposed to be able to take care of that woman, bro. So in a way, it's just kind of ridiculous because nowadays guys not thinking logically when they sleep with a woman, bro. They're not thinking logically when it comes to women nowadays. They're not logical when it comes to choices. A lot of men are very carnal. Same thing with women too. Women are carnal, not even realizing they're carnal, bro. Because they're in that delusion. Because nowadays women are focused on self. They work, and that's carnal itself. If you focus on self, if you focus on money, if you focus on anything physical, instead of trying to actually build something, build a community, build something that actually brings us together, something that actually is dealing with men and women at the same time. And I'm not talking about anything, any beliefs, any system, I don't care. If it's not talking about anything where it's growing together, then we should not be doing anything but trying to work on ourselves. That's how I see it. If it's not trying to grow together, build yourself first before you get to that point. Work on yourself first before you get to that point. Build your money up, build your finances before you get to that point. A lot of men in the Bible, I realized they had no choice but to work on themselves. They had to build themselves, get closer to their creator themselves. A lot of the men had to, bro. A lot of the men had to work on themselves before they even get a wife, bro. A lot of them. But family back in the day is different than what it is now. It is mainly because men keep feeding into the women mindsets. They keep feeding into, y'all keep sleeping with the women that y'all keep bashing. Isn't that crazy? I feel like that's weird how there's men out here that contradicts what they say, bro. And they don't live by what they say, bro. So yeah, you can say all these things about women, but the honest truth is you still dealing with her. You still paying her. You still trying to sleep with her. Because you're not thinking logically to actually think about your finances or think about long term, bro. Same thing with women, bro. But the thing is, I really believe it starts with the men. The men should take more responsibility than the women. Because the women are just reacting from how men is, to be honest with y'all. Women are just reacting because how men treat them. That's just how it is nowadays. We think of them as a quick fix, bro. We think we using women more than ever, and women are using men more than ever. Because of how the men started it, bro. I really believe that. I really believe it. But now we got women that's trying to only compete for themselves or for from other women. They're in competition with themselves. They're not trying to get a man just to get a man out here. Nah, bro. They really, really believe they can live without a man. And that's just how they think of it. You can't change it until men change it. That's the only way I see it really changing. The only way it can change to getting back to where it's supposed to be if the man take back control of saying no to women. Like, no sex for women. Like, no, I'm going to work myself. Like, until man decides to say no and resist their temptations, and you know that's not going to happen. It's going to keep going in cycles. Because now, and more than ever, women are in sex work, bro. More than ever, women show their bodies. More than ever, women are doing whatever they can to do what they have to, bro. That's just how it is. And it's crazy because women are more spiritual than men. But men are connected to God. So that's where it got to us to do labor. That's where it got to us to do logic. And that's just how it's just kind of crazy because, like, we have to really come to agreements. We need to come to conclusions. We need to come to like what will actually work for us in our community. And I'm not saying, y'all gotta understand what I'm saying, bro. It's not gonna change overnight. This is not something that's gonna change overnight. This is not something that's gonna change, bro. Like at the end of the day, people are still going to be doing what they want to do because they have their own beliefs. They got their own systems. This is that's just how life is right now. It's gonna get worse, in my opinion. But I'm telling y'all, for the ones that do want to change, for the ones that want a wife, the ones that want a husband, y'all gotta understand, like for real. You need to learn the other side. You have to learn women mindsets. You got to learn men mindsets. You have to. Because if you don't learn how they think, like you don't learn how they move, bro, you really have to learn each other. We have to learn each other to really understand why do we have so many problems? Why it seem like we can't come together? Why can we not work together? Why it seem like we're so divided, bro? Because women really believe they don't need men in this world. They really do. But if chaos breaks out, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a whole different. It's gonna be a whole different tone, bro. If chaos breaks out, the thing is, think about this. Let's say the world starts to end, bro, and I'm not lying. Like you don't know, the world starts to end. If something does happen, chaos. There's gonna be guys out there that is demonic, that has this evil presence, like all these serial killers or whatever. Y'all gonna have these dudes out on the street doing who knows what to these women. Doing who knows what. And the thing is, the women that says they don't need a man, the ones that's single out there, they won't be protected. Nowadays, that's just how it is. Like a lot of women are getting kidnapped. A lot of women are getting, I can't say all of the details because it's YouTube. But y'all gotta understand, a lot of our women are exposed out here, bro. And they're not talking about it. They're not. So, when you hear about people going missing and stuff like that, it's only because, bro, you gotta realize y'all have that mindset where y'all don't need nobody to be in your lives. Y'all don't need a man to protect you. You don't need somebody to actually help you. And it's like, okay, you don't need that. Okay, you were exposed. That's the real thing. That protection is not there for y'all. Because I'm telling y'all, it's dangerous out here. For a woman especially.
Tables were turned, and a woman could have multiple husbands, as in the Himalayan mountains, where all brothers in a family marrying the same woman kept the small amount of fertile land from being constantly divided into new households. Marriages can vary not only in the number of people they involved, but the types of people as well. Although
See, that's the difference. Like, I believe men can have multiple wives only because it's not incest. But if a woman has multiple husbands, bro, and she get pregnant by that one, by all these guys, that's incest to me, bro. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that's gonna work, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I don't know. That's some incest. Because, like, think about it. She just said multiple brothers sharing the same wife. Like, I don't know. I mean, that's their culture, though. They can do whatever they want. But I don't agree with no, like, all that stuff. Let's keep this going.
And laws for such arrangements may have differed. Publicly recognized same-sex unions have popped up in various civilizations throughout history. Mesopotamian prayers included blessings for such couples, while Native American two-spirit individuals had relationships with both sexes. The first instances of such arrangements actually being called marriage come from Rome, where the emperors Nero and Elagabalus both married men in public ceremonies, with the practice being explicitly banned in 342 AD. But similar traditions survived well into the Christian era, such as adelphopoiesis or brother-making in Orthodox churches, and even an actual marriage between two men recorded in 1061 at a small chapel in Spain.
That's crazy.
Nor was marriage even necessarily between two living people. Ghost marriages, where either the bride or groom were deceased, were conducted in China to continue family lineages or appease restless spirits. And some tribes in Sudan maintained similar practices. Despite all these differences,
people will marry spirits, bro. You know what? Yo, that shit wild. We have so many belief systems here. I'm original. I just believe man and woman, bro. That's how I feel. That's just how I feel. I feel like man and woman, bro. Like, I'm fine with just one woman, but at the same time, I understand why men marry multiple women at the same time. But when it comes to outside of that, I don't know. Like, y'all can do whatever y'all want. I don't know. But I'm saying I just find it hilarious. Because like I feel like this is me personally. I just know that only a male and female can create life. That's the only reason why I believe in that. I don't care what people do. I don't care about people's beliefs. I don't care about what y'all do. Like, that's what y'all do. It's not hurting me like y'all say. But at the same time, y'all gotta understand, I only speak what's true about God. So if God's against it, then I can't do it myself. I can't. This is the thing about Christians. I want y'all to understand something real quick. We are not supposed to convince nobody, bro. We can't convince nobody to change their ways. That's God's job. If God want to prove something wrong, that's his fight. That's it. This is God's fight. God's fight. Only thing we're supposed to say is to speak the truth and then go on by our business. That's how I see it. We're not supposed to fight it. We're not supposed to convince nobody. Whatever somebody do, whatever the decisions is, like all these marriages, let them do it. That's them and God. That's how I see it. That's them and God. That's between them and God. Whatever happens to them, that's between them and God. That has nothing to do with what you believe in. That don't have nothing to do with you and God. As long as you thinking in your mindset, whatever, you doing what's right with God, then you straight. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't agree with it, but it don't matter what I agree with because they're going to still do it, right? So as a Christian, you got to understand God fights the battles. God's the one that punish. God's the one that, like, you got to understand, we as the chosen ones, we're not here to fight. When you, like, fight in a physical sense. We're here to fight where we're trying to speak the truth and spread the knowledge, spread the message, send the warnings out, send us, like, hey, blow the trumpets out, do all that shit. We're supposed to, like, tell y'all what it is and move on. But a lot of these guys nowadays, they want to debate. A lot of these guys nowadays, they want to, like you got to understand, what a person really believes in their heart, that's what they believe in their heart. You can try. But if that's what they believe, that's what they believe. Is there people that will change? There's people that will actually change. There will be people that do wake up when it comes to that knowledge. When it comes to actually encountering God, actually being in their lives. But what we gotta understand is like, yo, like for real, like, let's be real, guys. Let's be real quick. The only way life can be formed is by a male and a female, a masculine energy and a feminine energy. We need both sides. So it's not, I don't care, like all these practices that they do, you can do it. I don't care. I don't really care. But the one thing y'all gotta understand is that we do need both sides though. We do need both energies though. We need a feminine energy, we need a nurturing energy, and we need a strong energy, we need a masculine, manly energy, bro. We need them here. Because if we don't have balance in this world, think about what's going on right now in this world. There's chaos. Without balance, there's chaos. That's just how it is. Let's keep this going.
A lot of marriages throughout history did have one thing in common. With crucial matters like property and reproduction at stake, they were way too important to depend on young love. Especially among the upper classes, matches were often made by families or rulers. But even for commoners who had some degree of choice, the main concern was practicality. The modern idea of marriage as being mainly about love and companionship only emerged in the last couple of centuries. With industrialization, urbanization, and the growth of the middle class, more people became independent from large extended families and were able to support a new household on their own. Encouraged by new ideas from the Enlightenment, people began to focus on individual happiness and pursuits rather than familial duty or wealth and status, at least some of the time. And this focus on individual happiness soon led to other transformations, such as easing restrictions on divorce and more people marrying at a later age.
Changed, bro.
So as we continue to debate the role and definition of marriage in the modern world, it might help to keep in mind that marriage has always been shaped by society, and as a society's structure, values, and goals change over time, its ideas of marriage will continue to change along with them.
See, this is the thing about me. I'm gonna end it right there. This is the thing with me. I'm always about the original things. I'm very originated on how things work. I know society has changed. I'm aware of how society has changed. I'm aware of it. I'm aware how the evolution has changed, marriages have changed, mindsets have changed. I'm aware of it. But because I strongly believe in the original stuff, because of how it works, because it works. Y'all think about, the thing is, back in the day, bro, how marriages were formed, bro, like for real, like, it was a business. It really was. It was a business. It wasn't really just about happiness. Yes, that man's supposed to be providing, doing what he gotta do, trying to make you happy. You know, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, great. But the thing is, the issue is women want more for themselves now. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what society is doing to women nowadays is making them think that they can do almost everything without men. Everything. Even create life without men. This is how society really thinking nowadays for women. They do not believe men is a necessity. They feel like they can really live without men. But let's be honest with y'all. Like, even for the men that speaks, that women hate on so much, why y'all don't want to see our point of views? Like, I just want to be honest with you. Why do we have to see y'all point of views so much, but y'all don't see our point of views? This goes both sides. I want to understand a woman's perspective because I do respect women. I respect women because at the same time I understand women, they need security in their lives. They don't want to be with somebody that don't have anything, of course. They don't want to be with somebody that's not men, of course. They don't want to be with somebody that don't provide, that don't be there for the kids, of course. But understand how we see it as men. Y'all keep picking these guys that don't bring value to y'all at all. But y'all let go of the guys that actually do care for you, that actually do want to love for you, that actually want to do that stuff for you. Y'all keep picking the trash ass dudes, and then y'all keep worrying about yourselves at the same time. So it's not a win situation for men. That's how I see it. Men don't really win in this situation. A lot of men don't have really. We have choices when we build ourselves. That's how y'all supposed to think about it, man. Like, I just want y'all to understand, like, when you get your shit together, that's when you can have choices now. But nowadays, if you are like just a simple person alone, women not gonna look your way unless you're making a certain amount of money nowadays. They not. They want to be a boss woman, but at the same time, they want you to be a boss man. So if you're not making a certain amount of money just like them, hey, they're not gonna look your way. It's just how it is. I'm just being realistic real quick. Like, yo, I'm just being realistic. If you're not somebody, if you're not doing something right, if you don't have stuff in your name, blah, 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 why would a woman look your way? And the thing is, I understand it for a degree, because it's true. It's right. Why would a woman want to look your way when you don't got shit? It's true. So I understand a woman's perspective when it comes to a man needs to have stuff. A man needs to. But the thing is, the choices of women are terrible. I can't even deny that. Women's choices are terrible. Y'all be picking the dudes that don't benefit y'all. Y'all be picking the dudes that are abusive. Y'all be picking the broken dudes. Y'all be trying to fix a dude instead of letting him be who he is as a man. Y'all be trying to really attack us. Y'all be coming for every guy when y'all know it's just a certain category of men. Just like there's a certain category of women that be doing this stuff. This is not goes for all women. This don't go for all men. It's a certain category that is the mass majority of them. Y'all gotta understand, it's the mass majority of them. But the one thing that y'all don't understand is y'all mindset is so stuck. It's so hurt from whatever happens to y'all. Whatever y'all went through in the past with that guy, or what happened to that girl in the past. Let that shit go. I'm tired of that shit. I'm so tired of that shit. People don't know how to let shit go. It is done, bro. I am over that shit. Start a new life, bro. Like, the thing is, I would literally move somewhere else. I'm not gonna count with y'all. This is a dream. I will move somewhere else, start all over with all my finances. just so I can meet somebody that can meet the same standards as me. So I can literally live a life where I can just start over, not have to worry about all the stress of all these people in my past, what I've been through. Nah, bro. Start over if you have to. Find somebody new if you have to. It's okay. But a lot of people don't want to build themselves back up. They don't want to take care of themselves no more. And the only thing is, like I said, like women are just going off of what men have been doing. They want to be equal or above a man. It's simple as that. They don't want to be, they don't want to be below a man. And women that do want to be, that the thing is, a woman that is traditional, bro, I want y'all to understand, bro. Like, I'm going to give y'all advice for the women that actually want to still get married. Because I haven't been married myself. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I haven't been married. But I'm way knowledgeable than most of these men out here. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm going to give y'all some intel real quick. How y'all find a man, bro? Like, honestly. If you need an insight, you need another man's perspective and insight that is married. Or that actually has a relationship going for him. You need to get perspective from a man's side to understand because what y'all do, y'all talk to women to understand a man's perspective, to pick a man. Why are y'all doing that? We're the ones that y'all trying to pick. Y'all go to y'all friends instead of going to a male friend that actually would give you best advice to see what it is. And I'm talking about a male friend that don't want to have sex with you. Understand this. I'm talking about a male that's like a father figure to you. Or if you don't have a father figure, an uncle or something, somebody that actually has common sense on a woman perspective, bro. That's the solution for it. Because we can see through bullshit for another guy. We understand that, like, for a guy that's knowledgeable, a guy that's doing what he gotta do, a guy that's working his best, a guy that is trying to grind, that actually trying to build himself, we see through bullshit. I'm letting y'all know this right now. We see through bullshit. So the only way you really going to determine what is best for you is if you get the best advice from a man that actually is on his shit, that actually doing what he gotta do. And we do have men out there. Hold on, guys. Got that. Ooh, I feel like bourbon, but I don't know. That was weird. I don't know what was happening right there. But we do have men out there that do speak about this stuff all the time, bro. But women see us as hating, bro. They really, and not understanding it's our masculinity that shows. That's how we show love to y'all, bro. That's how we show that we care about y'all. Because at the same time, you will have men that don't say nothing at all. You will have men that will let you fuck it up. You will have men that will just use you. You have men out there that won't say nothing. They will let y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want. Because they don't care about y'all. They don't love y'all. Men that say something to y'all loves y'all. But y'all don't want a man to say something to y'all. But then y'all keep on falling for the same mistakes. Y'all keep on going through these feminine new movements. Y'all keep on doing whatever the next girl's doing. Y'all keep on falling for the tricks, bro. Y'all keep on falling for it. And the men, I'm going to go to the men because I know I'm going for the women, but I'm going for the men too. This is something that needs to be said. Men, y'all need to take accountability for y'all actions, bro. Like, for real, for real. If you want sex from a woman, understand. Like, think about this. If you want sex from a woman, bro, understand there's a possibility of having a kid with that woman, right? There is. Even I have to think about this. But understand, if you do have a kid with this woman, right? Do you see yourself long term with this woman? This is what we need to be thinking about. Like, for real. If you decide to enjoy something with a woman, right? Let's be honest. Do you want something long term with this woman, bro? So this is why I be like, guys, we need to start thinking up here, less than up there, down there. Because that's the lowest form of our bodies. This is the lowest form. This right here up top is connected to God. So if we are not connected to God, if we are thinking about down there all the time, bro, you're finna set yourself up, bro. And that's where a lot of men be making mistakes on. Because when you really seeing a girl in the carnal eye, when you seeing her as a body, when you just seeing, damn, she's fine. Oh, she got this and that. Bro, I understand. But at the same time, like, for real, process this. Like, really process this. Is it worth the time and energy? Is it worth the time and energy to go through all that drama, all that BS, and you didn't even really examine the situation first? You just care about the looks, how she looked. You just care about how she makes you feel in an intimate way. Like, that's all you care about, bro. But nowadays, I have been seeing men getting more intelligent, though. I have been seeing men that actually understands the situation more. And I'm proud of y'all, bro. I'm proud of the women, too, that actually understands the situation, too. It's a small percentage of y'all out there. It's a really small percentage out there. Because the men that's waking up nowadays, they understand they gotta get their money up. They understand they have to focus on themselves. They understand, yeah, they have to deal with women in the distance, bro. We have to deal with women in the distance. We have to really get close to ourselves. We have to really build ourselves. And that's how it's supposed to be, bro. Not nowadays in their generation, get closer to yourself. And I'm not saying don't talk to women. Yeah, talk to women. But don't see her as just a body, bro, at first. Because if you do that, bro, you're setting yourself up. Because long term, bro, like, if she has not been messing around, if she hasn't been doing nothing, you can make her a wife later on if she really mess with you. If she been there for you, if she actually care about you, if she want to hang out with you without money and stuff like that, she actually want to talk to you, like, yo, like, be patient. But if a man know what he want, like, yo, like, I don't know. This, like I said, there's so many layers to it. I'm not going to go too much detail in it. This was a very informative video, though. I'm going to make some more videos very soon. But, man, this was crazy, though, huh? Y'all have a nice one, man.